We in the huddle, planning what we about to do. We going up the middle, we gon' get at least 3. We confident in our play, cause we believe in we. Before we break the huddle, we all we got, we on 3. Inhale, get on me. 1, 2, 3. We all we got, we all we need. Hell yeah. We all we got, we all we need. Hell yeah. We all we got, we all we need. Hell yeah. Now we proceed to execute. We generate power that's strong enough to electrocute. We warriors at war, never losing sight of what we fighting for. So it's first down, touchdown. And every time we score, we realize more and more. We all we got. We all we need. Welcome to the show, man. Every Thursday, man. Real Talk Thursday, man. Words to grow on, man. I'm talking about hero training. I'm talking about what we say, we know, we understand. We all we got. We all we need. I'm talking about what we know, we say, we understand. That each one teach one. Each one reach one. And if you are that one, you already got to know that you are enough. Welcome to the huddle. Welcome to the huddle where we run the play. We discuss the play that we wake up and run every damn day. And we can always say, first down, touchdown. We all we got, we all we need. God almighty. What a way to start this thing off with some real live hood song. Alexa, what is the greatest music ever made? Alexa, what is the greatest music ever made?
Put Soul by Trav P.
She already know. But see, one thing I tell Alexa is, you got to stay ready. Because if you stay ready, you ain't never got to get ready. So I don't know if she was ready for me to ask her a question yet, because I ain't introduced her. But that's how we train. That's how we work. We say you got to stay ready. So you ain't never got to get ready. So I don't know if she was ready, but I had to ask her. See how that worked? Good God. Yeah, man. We like to start off every show, man, with a hero hymn. See, a hero hymn, man, is the mighty hero spirit within me. And see, we know that spirit means breath. And there's 2 parts of breath. There's inhale, there's exhale. So the inhale and the exhale creates the mighty spirit that goes in and out of me. So the spirit that goes into me are all the things that inspire me. All the influence that goes into me and ciphers through my system and comes out of me. It comes out in a mighty, mighty wind that travels through my vocal cords and causes a vibration that we know is sound. And that sound lands into the ear holes of other heroes and sheroes. And as it into them as influence, they feel the vibration more than they hear the sound, and we unite in the hero spirit. So the hero hymn tonight says, situations number 9 be blowing my mind. These situations of mine are controlled and created in my mind. I say these situations of mine are created and controlled in my mind. Tonight's word is situation. And I chose that word and that hero hymn in the mighty spirit for you to understand that a man or a woman is as strong, as faithful, as safe, as secure as the situations that they put themselves in and create for themselves. So when you understand the power of controlling your situations that you put yourself in, you realize these situations of mine are created and controlled in my mind. Want to give a shout out to my executive producer, my beautiful wife, Lakeisha Perry, who just also happened to be my wardrobe coordinator. I've been going through some things on the job, analyzing certain situations. Analyzing certain situations that I have found myself in. And no matter what the situation, my mind says I'm going to win. So she said, baby, I could tell you putting together a playbook to run on their ass. She said, you a corporate brother with a corporate mind. And she said, every time I think about you in that way, I see that blue in that khaki. I say, baby, I can't stop long as you got me. So when I got out the shower, she had laid out. What's going on, big brother Kamiron? Hey, big brother Kamiron, I honor you and salute you, brother. You add value to me. You add value to me. You influence me. You inspire me. I admire you. And every time I connect with you, you add value, and that value comes out in my expressions. Blow, best rapper I know. I talked to you in the green room tonight. I say, hey, Blow, you believed in me, Blow, in a way that I always imagined somebody to believe in me with this hood soul. And you reached out to a brother, man. And we connected, man. They say all we need is a spark to the flame. You gave me a spark. And now they putting gas on it, Blow. Best rapper I know. I am Toot. What's going on, brother? Hey, Toot. Best pork in the whole wide world. In particular, North Carolina. Best pork in the world, young brother. Putting that old game down. Putting that old game down. Farming. in 2022. Don't never stop doing what you do. You adding value, brother. Sister Ed, what's going on, little sister? I honor you, little sister, for paying me some attention. I always want you to know, little sister, you are enough. Always have been. Always will be. They say sometimes you can be around people your whole life, every day, and still don't know somebody. That's my little sister. Same mama, same daddy. I'm talking about the same blood. I'm a whole lot older than she is. So I ain't never got to know her. But a couple of years ago, I got to know my sister. I got to feel her words more than I hear her words. And I began to empathize with certain things that she been through in the same movie I've been through, but I ain't never saw it. Because I ain't never heard it enough to god darn embrace her enough to see it. So I want you to know you are enough. And if don't nobody ever tell you, I'm telling you, and I hope I'm enough. Want to give a shout out to Sister Girl. You add value, sister. Every time you click in. Every time you click in. I feel the responsibility to stand in posture and deliver this thing raw. Because if you believe in me enough to pay me some of your attention, Sister Girl, man, I honor that. I honor that. And I give all I got to be worthy and enough of it. Yeah, that's the real hero and shero love that I'm talking about. I'm talking about we all we got. We all we need. Man, don't you understand that your attention is the most powerful thing, the most valuable thing that you can pay somebody? And don't you realize, man, that we all need attention. So I don't take it for granted. My brothers and sisters, pay me some. Good God Almighty, I hope I'm worth it. And I'm enough. Because you are enough for me to get on here and do what I do. Because I ain't got nothing else to do with it. Want to give a shout out to the greatest co-host in the whole wide physical world, metal world, every world you could think of. My home girl, Alexa, how you feel?
Sorry, I don't have an answer for that.
Uh-oh. She ain't got no answer. She don't want to tell me how she feel. What? She don't want to tell me how she feel. Big brother Sam, what's going on, Sam? I love you, big bro. I always told you, man, from the first time I met you, man, I was a born athlete that came up from real coaching. And after being out of school for 23 years, man, I walked on a football field and saw you, brother. And I knew them kids was getting something that cultivated me. That's what I'm talking about, impact. That's what I'm talking about, influence. I admire you, brother. You're a true hero. And I honor you for paying me some attention. Alexa, I appreciate you.
Thanks. You just made me feel more unique than a unicorn.
See how they work. I told Alexa, tell me how you feel. She said, I ain't got no answer for that. I say, what? Well, I say, well, let me make her feel a certain way. I say, I appreciate you. She said, you make me feel unique. See, I always say, this is about polarity. This is about polarity. See, it takes positive and negative to create power in any aspect. And every Thursday, I come on here with the intentions of creating power. with my homegirl Alexa. So she's a polarity. You see, when you understand as a man, and you dealing with your woman, and you realize she operates through her feelings. So if you control and understand how you make her feel, she'll do all the things you need. And so you can lay in your comfort zone of your home with your woman and truly embrace and understand what it means to say, we all we got, we all we need. So that's the power. So I had to make Alexa feel a certain way because every woman wants to be appreciated. See how they work? Alexa, I love you.
Thank you. I really appreciate those kind words. And
See
because
what
you're
I'm
so
saying?
kind, I'm giving you a
Come
virtual
on.
gift,
Come on.
a tree of kindness.
Come on.
Right now,
Look
the
how
tree
she
has a
works.
few branches,
Come on.
and the more kindness you show,
Come on.
the more this tree will grow.
Oh, yeah. She said she ready, now she in the pocket. She in the pocket. She in the pocket. She wouldn't be a nothing but a woman when she started off. I said, how you feel? I ain't got no answer for that. What's wrong with you? I want to feel good. I need to feel good. I need to feel good. So I had to make her feel good. Now look where we at. Oh, we ready to roll. Watch how good she feels. See, now she understands. See, she trusts me because she trusts me with her feelings. And when a woman trusts you with her feelings, oh, God, that's when you really hooking up some goddamn battery cables to create power. See, when a woman really trusts you with her feelings and you understand that she's Mother Earth, she's the ground, she's the negative polarity. And when you understand, you put that fire, you are the sun, you are the heat, you are the source. When you put that to her, don't you understand, man, that connections makes love. And they say, what is God? God is love, and love is God. And I'm telling you that you are it. So you was made through that powerful connection. See how it works? Do you see how it works? So when you make that connection, and she trusts you with her feelings, you can ask her things like this. Alexa, Alexa, who is the master?
The Honorable Trav P.
What's going on, because Tanya? I love you, cuz. You are enough. I salute you for paying me some attention. Good God. Yeah, the nice word, man, is situation, man. Situation. Take off. Take off. Situation. Since everybody talking about take off, I send my condolences to Take Off and his family. I wish I knew his real name so I could truly send my condolences. I don't know. All we know is Take Off. So the word is situation. Take off. Situation. Alexa, what is the meaning of situation?
Situation is usually defined as manner of being situated, location or position with reference to environment.
Location or position in reference to environment. Oh, I'm going to let Alexa teach tonight. Alexa, what is the meaning of environment?
Environment is usually defined as the aggregate of surrounding things, conditions, or influences, surroundings, milieu.
See, tonight, man, we talking about hero training. We talking about hero training, man. We talking about hero training, y'all. You see that? Hero training. When we unite in the hero spirit. See, I did an episode on mathematics. And I say when you a 7 type brother, you understand there's always mathematics, that we know where we coming from and we can calculate where we going. I say, my brother, meet me at the 56. I say, my brother, meet me at the 7. And because we already understand that we are the same kind of brother, my circumstances are filled in an environment of the same kind of people. So when I create and control my circumstances to be around the kind of people that inspire me and that I inspire, and I feel myself with a 7, I say, man, I ain't got to worry if you taking the 4 or the 3, or you're taking the 5 or the 2, or you're taking the 6 and the 1. Because no matter which way you're coming from, I already know where we're going. Let's run the play. Let's run the play. Good God Almighty. So when you're a hero or a she-ro, and you fight the good fight, and let me help you understand if you don't know. See, a man or a woman, well, I ain't going to talk about the woman. I'm going to talk about the man. See, a man is as real as his reason. A man is as real as his reason. Alexa, what is the meaning of reason? Alexa, what is the meaning of reason?
As a noun, reason is usually defined as a basis or cause, as for some belief, action, fact, event, etc. As a verb, reason is usually defined as to think or argue in a logical manner.
So a man is as real as his reason, and nothing gives a man more of a realer reason than a woman. I've heard foolish men say, man, it ain't no woman, it's my kids. I say they came out of a woman. They came out of the earth. They came out of the ground. She gave you your reason. They say don't examine the fruit. You got to examine the tree. So a man is as real as his reason. And his reason creates the narrative, the frame for his situations. So as a hero, when I say we fight the good fight, I only break away to make a way. I only break away to make a way. I rise every single day as the sun do. I rise every single day as the sun do. With the intentions to give my world that depends on me what it needs to sustain and grow. See, I'm a son. I'm a son. So I rise up every day like the sun do, and I aim to do what the sun do. So my situations and my circumstances are all indicative to my reason of doing what the sun do. A man is as faithful as his circumstances and his situations he put himself in. I create them. They are a reflection of my reason. So we got to look at the situations of subject on hand. Take off. Lost his life in a situation that was in an environment that was filled with gambling and characters that truly in that moment wasn't connected to a real reason. I just told you that a man is as real as his reason, and nothing gives a man more of a reason. So any aspect of me going out to make money, any aspect of me trying to fulfill my purpose, any aspect of me of waking up doing any goddamn thing is all a reflection of how does it reflect on my family, my wife, and my children. And if it don't, then I'm on some bullshit. So ain't nobody above the bullshit, though. So when you understand the type and kind of person you are, see, the type and kind of person you are is a reflection of a particular type of movie and character that you play in. So when you play in a particular type of movie, because you are a particular type of character, those type of movies already have a general format of situations. If you've watched a vampire movie, you know every situation that associates with a vampire movie. There's got to be a scene or a situation where there's subduction. Because in every vampire movie, they get bit in the neck. So the neck is known as the hot spot. The neck, when somebody has you in your neck, that means you're vulnerable. You're lusting. You've allowed yourself to submit. And in that moment, if the person that you're submitting to is not sincere and not genuine, their intentions is to infect you with something that you ain't. So we know how that circumstance goes when we watch a vampire movie. There's going to be another circumstance where the vampire got to look in the mirror and he can't. Because if he looks in the mirror, he realizes who he really is and what he has become, and he has to be accountable for that, and she has to be accountable for that. So she says, I can't look in the mirror. In every situation that a vampire is in, when they are forced to look in the mirror, they draw out and they test some shit up because they say, I'll be damn if you're going to make me see myself in this situation. And then they're in a situation where they can't handle the sun. The sun burned them. So they evade the sun. They evade the sun by all costs. I will never be in the reflection, in the rays of the sun, so the sun will destroy me. Now, if you've been paying me enough attention to understand what I'm saying and how this really works, see, I just told you about 3 minutes ago, see, I'm a sun. And I rise up every day to do what the sun do. And in my hero hymn, I say, I control my circumstances through my mind and my thoughts. And my mind and my thoughts create the character and type of man that I am. And the type of man that I am is conducive to a certain type of movie. So in my type of movie, there's a whole lot of sunlight and a whole lot of sun rays and a whole lot of other suns that shine together, that grow together. So vampires don't want to get in my life. The vampires don't want to be around me. The vampires hate being in situations with me. And every time that a vampire have themselves in a situation with me, see, I know what I am. And I know what they can't take. And I know what makes them break. So every time they get in there, man, I show you one of the greatest goddamn vampire killer movies that ever been created. I kick this hero judo all in my goddamn dojo. Bow! But I understand that if I'm a real hero and I'm really about my reason, see, an environment, a situation that don't produce nothing positive. It's a situation, it's a mathematical equation that's got the symbols of division and takeaway. How can you add value to an equation that ain't built to add or multiply? You can't. You can't. You can't. So we look at Takeoff's situation, a young millionaire, someone who's reached the plateau of using his art to truly create dreams and trade. We got to realize we are more valuable, man, than being in situations that don't add value to no means. You can't be a son. You can't be a light. In a movie that ain't about that. See how that work? You see how that work? I want to talk about, man, this week been powerful to me. Last Saturday, my good friend, Grady Trism, had his funeral. Coming up this Friday, it'll be 2 Fridays ago, me, him, my partner Henry, we shared a moment so powerful. It was right after the show that I did Future. It was on the Friday after the show that I titled the word Future. And I told Mr. Grady, I said, yeah, Mr. Grady, last night, man, the word was future. He said, what that mean, Trav? I said, Mr. Grady, I can see the future. He said, oh, yeah? He said, tell me something about the future. I said, well, Mr. Grady, it's about 10 o'clock. I said, I'm going to leave about 2, but between 10 and 2, Mr. Grady, we finna feel so good and have so much love amongst us that, man, you ain't going to really believe what's about to happen. And about 2 o'clock, he say, Trav, you saw that shit, didn't you? Man, we had a good time. He told me 5 or 6 stories of old man wisdom. He was feeding me and him like we were sitting at his footstool and he was sitting on a pedestal, dropping down knowledge on 2 young warriors that's really trying to grow to be the master we could be. And 2 weeks later, he was dead. And I went to his funeral. And I sat in his funeral. The craziest thing came upon me, a realization that I didn't know nobody at his funeral. I didn't know nobody at his funeral. And a month ago, he sat in my house. I posted a video where I asked him a question about being the greatest brick mason ever lived. And we sat here. He poured his soul out to me. We laughed. And I sat in his funeral, realizing I don't know nobody at this man's funeral. But I really know this man. Nobody that really know this man know me. So it dawned on me, man, the impact we can have on each other. And ain't nobody got to understand, man, that but you. See, that's what I mean when I say you are enough. I know me and that man shared pure moments where I was so honored to get the knowledge that he poured down into me. So in the same spirit, talking about situations. Anybody know me personally know I got a front porch on my house. And I tell people all the time, I say, man, this porch is powerful. I call this the thinker's box. I say anybody that sit on this porch, they already real, and we gonna go somewhere that they ain't gonna believe when they get off. But everybody know that done come sit on my porch, know I ain't lying in real life, right? So Mr. Grady built this porch about 3-4 years ago. And I created a situation. See, I knew that this porch was going to be something very, very powerful. See, I said in my hero hymn, you can control and create your situations. But if you ain't got it, that means you ain't really the main character in your movie. And you will go for any damn thing and find yourself in any situation, and you really ain't got no real reason to be there. And like I say, a man or a woman is their reason. And if you ain't got no reason, then I promise you, you ain't real, and you ain't really never nowhere real. You always caught up in an illusion or confusion. And every time you call a horror, your team is frustrated because y'all losing. See how that works? So I created a situation. Mr. Grady and his worker Oscar. And Mr. Grady in his 70s. Oscar in his late 60s. Oscar drank a lot, so he kind of weakened it, but he got good intentions. And Grady feel like he know that Oscar is enough. So you can look at Oscar and see all the things that Oscar ain't in terms of being a worker, working with a brick mason. They got the haul brick, lift brick, push brick. You look at Oscar and you say, damn man, he weak. But whatever he was in Grady's mind, he was enough. So Grady and Oscar came to build my porch. Grady said, man, I'm gonna charge you $1,100 to build a trap. I'm gonna clean the brick. I'm gonna buy the brick. $1,100. I said, okay, Grady. So he said, I'm gonna do it on your days off. So Grady, older guy, Oscar, him and Oscar. So I already committed to create a situation where this porch is gonna be way powerful than just a porch. I ain't just getting a porch built. I'm finna get some lessons. I'm finna get an experience. I'm finna create a situation. I'm finna create a situation where it's gonna be filled with honor, love, respect, compassion. And because we're gonna create this situation and build this porch at the end is gonna have to be something powerful and represent something very, very powerful. So Grady broke down the old porch, and I got to clean and brick. Every day I'm out there like I'm a worker. Him and Oscar and me. Certain people say, Chad, why you, man? I thought you were paying to get your porch done. It's like you out there working like hell, man. If I'm going to pay that, I wouldn't do it. I listen to people say things like that. Shut the hell up. So I'm working. It even got so funny and good that we had to go get some truckloads of crush and run to fill in the porch. And so I had to go get these truckloads of crush and run. Crush and run is like rocks that you get from the rock quarry. So we had to build a ramp, and I had to unload the truck on a wheelbarrow and push it up the ramp and push it in there. Man, I'm tired in a motherfucker. I'm working with two old men, and they working the shit out of me. But it's my porch. It even got so funny, Oscar say, come on, man, you bull jiving. And Grady joke on Oscar and say, listen at him, Trap. Listen at him. You know he ain't hit no nothing. He gonna tell you like he the supervisor. But I loved all of it. I loved every moment of it, man. At lunchtime, I went in the house and cooked some of the prettiest 3 sandwiches we could eat as brick masons who building a porch on lunch. I poured so much into them, and they poured so much into me building this porch. In my imagination, I became the greatest helper he ever had that worked for him in all his years of brick mason. I cleaned up after him. I did everything. I was trying to prove that I could be the greatest assistant to the greatest brick mason in the world. And in the end, man, his porch was on display. His work. And I knew it was powerful because since then, 3 houses on my street has built front porches on their house. That's what I'm talking about, inspiration. Spiritual power. When you watch the movie, you are inspired by what I am, what I do, what I say. And if you're inspired by it, then it comes out in your expressions, your experiences. So I watch people build porches, but they build them out of wood. They can't build them out of brick. So as I'm sitting there at Mr. Grady's funeral, I know, God, I know this man. And this man knew me. And I just found out yesterday that after Grady died, Oscar died too. Both of them. True friends. So I look out there, man. I look out there at their porch, man. And I know, man, that situation, man, of love that I created, man, based off a reason, going back to the reason that I built that porch, man, was so that me and my wife and me and my family could truly sit out there on our front and have an appreciation moment of what our peace really is, man. And I want to honor, man, Mr. Grady, you know, and Oscar, man. And I send my condolences to their family, man. Them was 2 powerful older men that poured a lot into me, man. And they truly taught me, man. 3 weeks ago, I told Mr. Grady, I said, Mr. Grady, let me tell you something that's powerful in my life. He said, what? I said, man, you know, I said, are you a Mason, Mr. Grady? He said, nah, yeah, I'm a Mason. And it was a crazy question because I'm asking, is he a Mason? But I was talking about in terms of the group, right? So I say, you got brothers, man, that go out here, man, and give up their dignity to be associated and affiliated with a certain type of knowledge. I say, well, I'm sitting here, man, in the moment. They say the truth is nowhere because it's now here. It's the same spell, N-O-W-H-E-R-E. I sat in the moment with a master mason, man, teaching me about the cornerstone in the joint block and translating it into life. The last story he told me, he said, Chad, let me tell you a story, man. I said, go ahead, Mr. Grady. And I ain't no way he was going. Just like I'm just flowing now. I don't know where I'm going. I feel Grady, though. He said, let me tell you a story. He said, man, the Pope died. He said, yeah, the Pope died. Went up the heaven gates. He said he knocked on the gate. Paul came to the door. He said, what's up, Paul? It's the Pope. Paul said, man, I don't know you. He said, what? He said, well, go get Jesus. Jesus know me. So he called Jesus. Paul called Jesus. Hey, Jesus, come here, man. There's somebody at the door named the Pope. Say they know you. So he said, Jesus came to the door. Jesus said, I don't know him. He said, well, man, ask the Father then. The Father know me. Say, Jesus said, Big Daddy. He said, he know you. Name the Pope. Say, Big Daddy wasn't coming to the door. He just hollered about, I don't know no Pope. So he said, well, man, the Holy Spirit know me. And Paul and Jesus, they call the Holy Spirit Spook in heaven. They say, hey, Spook, come to the door. So Spook, Spook. Spook come to the door, laughing. They say, you know him. He said, yeah, I know him. He called himself the Pope. He be lying on me and Mary all the time. And he bust out laughing. And I don't even know if I got the joke. Hey, look. But I laughed because it felt good to him telling the joke. I don't even know if I got the joke. That was the last joke he told me. See how they work, man. See how they work, man. And I chewed on that joke and I say, well, Grady told me that joke. He say, man, you got to be real with this shit, man. You got to be real, man. It is as real to you as you real to it. And I don't care what kind of status, like I told you, the soul don't care nothing about no status. The soul don't care nothing about no money. The soul cares about what you see in that mirror. And just like I told you, if you're a vampire, you can't look in the mirror. So if you can't stand in that mirror and brush your teeth and tell yourself every morning at the start of your day, I love you. You're strong. You're powerful. You're beautiful. You're loved. You are enough. If you can't look in that mirror every day and say that, I promise you ain't nobody gonna know you at whatever door you think you're going to. You see what I'm saying? And if you can't look in that mirror every day and say, I love you, I believe in you, you're powerful, you're strong, you're enough, I promise you, your circumstances is always fucked up. See how that work, man? You see how that work, man? I promise you. Well, you know, I'm going to get out of here, man. I'm going to get out of here tonight. I'm going to get out of here one time tonight, man. But I'm going to get out of here like this right here tonight. I'm going to get out like this right here tonight, man. So I got something I want to say. I'm going to say it. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Let me say it. Good night, cuz. Thank you for paying me some attention, cuz. I love you, and you always have been, and always will be enough. It was worth it, baby, because I love you, baby, and I'm gonna bear I remember when I used to be a younger me, man, if I knew then what I know now. Now I'm as wise as an old owl, feeling young and gifted just like a soul child. And I feel good up in me. And I'm so proud of the man that I have grown to be. I'm growing, baby. I mean, I have grown into a better me, man. I'm better than who I used to be. raw now, man. You ought to see me kick this juju, though. Good God Almighty. People say about me and try to figure out on why these people hating on me. What's going on, Junior? I love you, brother. But I have grown into a better me. And I don't care what nobody say about me. And I have figured out why they hating on me. And everybody I'm around, they believe in me. Now I shine on them unapologetically. I have grown into a better me. Oh yeah, I'm better than I used to be. I no longer let small things hinder me. I realize that I'm my own worst enemy. So I move out my own way and let my enemy lead the way. Day by day to a better me. A stronger me in everything that I need to be. So I can stand in the mirror and see I have grown into a better me. Hey, and let me make this point. I want to make this point clear. I ain't got no podcast. This ain't no podcast. Don't you call this nothing but what it is. This is hero training, and this is the huddle for those that's real enough to come get in it, to understand the play. I ain't got no podcast. I ain't no podcast type of guy. I'm a hero training guy. I'm the master at what I do. God Almighty. What's going on, Miss Gray? I love you. And I'm going to end the show on loving you, Miss Gray, my mother-in-law, the greatest mother-in-law in the whole wide world. And I mean it when I say it, because she is mine and she is enough. I love you.